Alrighty guys, what's going on everybody? Good morning. Hope everyone is having a fantastic day so far. We got ourselves landfall already ongoing here with Hurricane Debby currently clocking in at 75 mile per hour sustained winds with higher gusts, and the central low is at 979 millibars. What's up everybody? Hope everyone's doing well. We're going to go ahead and jump over here to our scene. So things do look a little bit different. You can probably tell. I did do a little bit of innovating and kind of change some things around here. But anyways, what's up, guys? Let's see here. What's up, Raven? What's up, SPC? Nerd says tornado warning. Yeah, actually, I have a tornado warning right next to me. This thing here. I'm going to bring you all over to the radar here. So the storm. This is actually like right next to me. And as a matter of fact, this is actually where I used to live. Where this tornado warning is at right now. This is in effect for Auburndale, Florida, including Winter Haven. This also includes Lake Alfred, Davenport, Polk City. This is literally barely to my east. I mean, this is literally like right on the line, like right next to it. So there is a tornado warning in effect. Looks like, I mean, we had some pretty good rotation go over Auburndale just a little bit ago. The good news is that it's farther out of Auburndale right now, and it looks like it's passing up to the north. But yeah, regardless, still got that tornado warning in effect. I still want you guys in your shelters until further notice. Anyways, let's see here. Yep, it's for Polk County, Florida. It's also the county I'm in here. But anyways, y'all, yeah, so she's making landfall right now over areas out there by Salem. Out there just basically south of Perry is where that landfall has begun. We are now underway of landfall here. Once again, like I said, currently the storm is sustained here at 75 miles per hour. Obviously, we're having higher gusts out of the storm. And our low pressure here is, our central low is down to 979 millibars. So 979 millibars is currently where we're located. What's up, real time? We're doing good. Saying, hey man, how's it going? It's doing all right. Hope you're doing good. But yeah, so she's officially made landfall here. We did just have a new advisory come out here not long ago. So let's go ahead and bring you guys over here to the Hurricane Center. So the latest advisory, like I mentioned here, has us sustained at 75 mile per hour winds. Central pressure is down to 979. Debby just inland of Florida Big Bend region, expected to bring major flooding over the southeastern United States during the next few days. Now, actually, this thing has caused a lot of rain for my area. A matter of fact, we've already seen over 5 inches of rain where I'm at. Let me go ahead and bring up my weather station here real quickly, and I'll go ahead and show y'all what's going on. So, yesterday, whoa! Holy cow, we're starting to gust pretty high. Goodness, we just had an 18 mile an hour wind gust just a few minutes ago. Yeah, let me go ahead and bring you over here real quickly to this page real quickly. What about this? Oh, that's not it. Okay, hold on. Here, let me just bring it over here then. But yeah, look at this. So we've actually had just today alone, I've had over 4 inches of rainfall. Yeah, well, look at that. Wind southeast, coming from the southeast, going to the northwest here at 10 miles an hour currently. 10 miles an hour. And look at that. Our winds are, here's our gusts. We just had a wind gust over here up to 18 miles an hour. You can see right there. 18. It's a little gusty. But yeah, we've had a lot of rain here. I mean, just over 09 Zulu, we've had over an inch and a half. 10 Zulu, we had almost an inch and a quarter. Let's see, 0.56, and it's just been pretty crazy, actually. It's been pretty crazy. Wow, look at that temperature drop. That is wild. Anyways, but yeah, so it's definitely hitting pretty good out here overall. Let's see here. Retro says it's insane here in Auburndale. I used to live in Auburndale. I don't know if you knew that. Let's see. I work at school, and they should have canceled it today. Yeah, you guys are actually under a tornado warning. I don't know if y'all knew that. There was an area of rotation that was detected over Auburndale, Florida. We're gonna go ahead and bring y'all over back here to the radar real quickly. But yeah, no, there was a. Yeah, you can see that warning that was in effect there. It's still in effect. But yeah, that's right over Auburndale. I mean, like I said, you guys literally just got a, had a little area of rotation there. Let's see here. Which you can actually see that, a little bit ago, that rotation was literally right over Auburndale. And of course, lately, that rotation is pulled off to the north here. She's still rotating, though, west of Davenport. So, it's still in effect here. As of right now, I don't see anything confirmed. No tornadoes confirmed right now, according to correlation coefficient. So that's good. But yeah, still need you guys in your shelters. Okay, it's definitely getting a little wild out there. That's for sure. Yeah, we got a lot of bands. A lot of those southern tail bands now starting to go over my area, in which that tornado threat continues. The tornado threat does continue. Let's see here. Good morning, Kim. Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. Let's see here. Did I go to Auburndale High? I did not. No. Let's see here. Tabletops, I don't mean to overreact, Andrew, but it's just chaos here in my town, my local news. Yeah, I mean, where you're at, you're over here. Let me go ahead and bring you over to the main view. So yeah, you're in this region here. Obviously, the storm's going to be making landfall more than likely to your west. Now, obviously, we don't know that for sure right now because the cone still goes all the way up to like Virginia and North Carolina and stuff. I mean, more than likely, the models have been talking. It's pretty possible that the storm will be making landfall somewhere in South Carolina again. Maximum strength is going to be right around 60 miles an hour with gusts up to around 70, which isn't super unbearable. The way that the Hurricane Center has it now where we're at now is its strongest point. It has it getting close, but not quite to hurricane strength again. We're about 15 short overall. They put Augusta in a moderate risk for catastrophic flooding for tomorrow. Yeah, let's take a look at the flooding outlook real quickly with you guys. We're gonna hop you all back over here. But yeah, let's go ahead and bring up the flash flooding threat. We actually do have a high risk. As a matter of fact, I'm actually in a moderate now. We do have a high risk out here for flooding. Across areas throughout southern North Carolina, not for you, Tabletop, barely, but you're in the moderate. A lot of rain still expected out there. Southern North Carolina, central eastern South Carolina, including like Hilton Head Island, Charleston, some of those areas along the coast there, Myrtle Beach. So yeah, and of course we do have ourselves Georgia included as well. Southeastern Georgia does have that high risk, and also the landfall area. Just shy to the east of Tallahassee, we got at least 70% chance of flooding. A really good shot for some flooding out here is kind of what we're looking out there for. And a matter of fact, regarding the rainfall totals, I mean, we brought back some pretty heavy accumulations out there towards between Savannah and Charleston. We could see up to 20 to 30 inches of rain, which is absolutely ridiculous. 20 to 30 inches of rain. Wilmington picking up maybe 12 to 16 inches of rainfall. Pretty solid amount of rain. That's going to be the main problem, y'all, is flooding. The people out here, obviously, the main thing is going to be flooding overall out there. So that is, that's just what we gotta keep an eye out there for. Surges, obviously, surges are kind of peaking right now. But we do have storm surge of around 6 to 10 foot expected, basically meaning that the water is going to be 6 to 10 foot above sea level, moving inland. So that will be a bit of a problem for those people out there in the Big Bend region. Tampa Bay, 3 to 5 foot of storm surge expected from Indian Pass to Olachnee. I'm just going with that. 3 to 5 foot of storm surge out there. So, still a pretty solid amount. We do actually have an introduction of storm surge expected for the coastal Georgia, as well as coastal South Carolina, central and southern side, all the way from the South Santee River, going all the way down towards the mouth of the St. Mary's River. So 2 to 4 foot storm surge is expected. So basically, what's going to ultimately happen here is, once we get to this point in time, whenever we do get our way, over to these regions. That low pressure system here. Let's go ahead and restart my pen here. The program I use to draw on my screen is having a bit of a hard time this morning, so let's go ahead and reload it. But anyways, but yeah, like I was saying though, is once that storm crosses through the areas here of the Big Bend of Florida, and then of course works its way up there to the northeast overall, which we'll go ahead and pull this up real quickly. So yeah, our low is going to be somewhere over here, right? And so what's going to happen is those winds, they're going to be like, working their way around the cyclone here because they spin in counterclockwise fashion. And so all of that wind is just going to be battering the coast here. And all that wind is going to be pushing all that water, towards the coastline, which is just going to be bringing a bit of an issue regarding that. So that is what we're a little concerned about for the coast out there. Not to mention on top of that, all that flooding we're going to see. Easily 16 to 20 inches throughout most of the areas of South Carolina here on the southern side, as well as eastern Georgia. We're talking 16 to 20 inches of rain. And like I said, we have the middle point, the highest expectancy, ranging between 20 to 30 inches of rainfall. What's up, Florida weather? Hope you're doing good. Say, morning, Andrew. Couldn't sleep all night. Raining so hard. Yeah. We had some pretty good rain here in Florida. Definitely, it's been no shy of that. The storm has definitely been a soaking storm, and it's not moving that fast, honestly. Let me actually look and see what we're talking about right now. Let's go and bring back up our view. She is moving. She's not super slow, but she's not moving so quick either. Moving northeast at 10 miles an hour right now. So she's moving a little bit, but. Looks like they canceled that tornado warning. Let's see here. Yep, canceled the tornado warning. So Auburndale, Florida, no longer under a tornado warning here. We're good. Yeah, that also included Lake Alfred, Davenport, Polk City, also Winter Haven. You guys are no longer under a tornado warning. You're safe to come out of your shelters. Like I said, it's kind of crazy. I'm really not far from that area at all. It's actually pretty close to where I'm at. Let's see here. All right, we're gonna hop over to models, y'all. Let's go ahead and take a look at the weather models. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to look at them this morning, so we're gonna see what's going on here. Let's go and bring those up. So, okay, you guys can see the time there. It's in the top right. Anyway, so this is GFS. The 06 Zulu run, obviously making landfall currently. According to the GFS here, this thing goes back out to the water. Obviously, it exits the coast with 1,000 millibars roughly. Then it picks up some strength, knocking back down to 993 there before doing a 180. Literally, look at that, doing a 180. And then turning back around and then going inland and then kind of shooting up the coast there. Regardless of what this thing does, it's going to be bringing a pretty solid amount of rainfall out there, which is going to be a big issue, and that's where the main problem arises is all of that happening there. Now that's GFS, Euro, ECMWF here. This one shows it. Exiting the coast a little stronger, 991 millibars, and it has its, getting down possibly back into hurricane strength, right around 980 millibars, before hitting northeastern South Carolina or southern North Carolina, and then kind of remaining a tropical storm throughout North Carolina, and of course downgrading probably to a depression as we approach like Virginia, and then of course pull into the northeast overall. So that's European models take on it. Then we got CMC here. CMC has it making landfall, obviously, currently. Exiting the coast, kind of similar to GFS here, kind of in the upper 990s, lower 1,000 millibar range. And this model just kind of has it riding the coast, not necessarily really going far out there. But also, like I said, just kind of riding the coast there, not really strengthening too much, but just still bringing a big rain concern for you guys. That is overall CMC models prediction here. And of course you got Icon, which this one's kind of like the worst case scenario here. Which Icon shows it, going out to sea, going pretty far out, picking up a lot of strength, and then impacting like, South North Carolina, like northeastern South Carolina. But like I said, this model is kind of the outcast here because all the other models do not support this. This one shows it probably Category 2, maybe Cat 3, according to, or just based off of pressure, getting down to 960 millibar range. Pretty low pressure according to this model before going up through the Mid-Atlantic, driving a lot of rain for Virginia, and so on. So, anyways, yeah, that's what this is. This model is showing us. So, once again, that's kind of the outcast model overall. Then of course we got HWRF here. This is obviously like one of the main hurricane models here, the HWRF here. And we work our way down in time. Obviously, this thing weakens. HWRF has it going back out to sea, then doing a 180. Okay, that is really weird. HWRF has it going out to sea, then doing a 180 and coming all the way back down to southern Alabama and Panhandle, Florida. That is a very interesting take. Obviously, it looks like there's still a lot of uncertainty with the storm in terms of what it's going to do. The problem is that the storm is going to stall out, and it's just going to sit over the Carolina coasts for a couple days. That is going to be bringing uncertainty in its track because of weak steering currents. Any little nudge can move it around pretty significantly. In which obviously that's going to be kind of a concern, is due to its stationary movement here. You can see it literally stops in its tracks. Any little phenomenon can move it around. So that's kind of what we're trying to work out here. It's just a little early to tell overall. So. That's an interesting take from HWRF, I ain't gonna lie. Then we got HMON. This is another one. This guy's showing it making, obviously, landfall. It's already making landfall right now. But then go out to, wow, that really just sits there. Look at that. So it goes out there by North Carolina, and it just kind of sits there in maybe the mid-upper 990 millibar range, maybe a tropical storm. Seems quite likely. I think that's probably a pretty good take on what's actually going to happen with the storm here. I kind of agree with that track overall in terms of the storm, going there towards the coast, just kind of remaining near the coast, picking up, or not really picking up, but more kind of sustaining itself for a little bit, then going inland and then shooting to the northeast. I think that's most probable, but we'll see how that plays out. And then, of course, you got HAFSA. This model has it going over southern Georgia. Really just sits there and then gets launched. Yeah, it just sits there across the Carolinas, and then it just quickly picks up and gets launched, assuming that probably the jet stream takes a hold of it and launches it up north. But yeah, so that's that. And then lastly, we got the HAFSB model. This one here, I wouldn't say probably too far different. Yeah, not super different. But it really does have it stalling down there for a while. That does seem to be quite a likely probability here. We're going to hop over to the spaghetti models. Here, let me go ahead and bring those up for you guys. Definitely is pretty interesting with the latest spaghetti. Obviously, there's still a bit of uncertainty here. But let's go ahead and take a look at that real quickly. There you go. So that's the latest spaghetti models. Obviously, you can see the HWRF has it going, doing that weird track we were talking about. But yeah, you can see how we work our way down, and of course, it just kind of sits over there, then eventually gains traction and then shoots off to the northeast. Obviously, this is, it's expected to stall over this region here. Depending on how far out to sea it is, could determine on how strong it could get. Obviously, if it's sitting over land, it's not going to be able to strengthen much, if any at all. But if it's sitting over, obviously, the water, and mostly open waters, that could allow for the storm to maybe pick up some strength while it's stalling out. That's that's one of the things that is expected with the storm here, is it just to sit there, and then that's why we're seeing such crazy totals out here. Like I said, it's absolutely ridiculous just how much rainfall we are expecting out here. I mean, here's the latest map. I mean, like I was saying, we're expecting 20 to 30 inches of rainfall to occur out here, which is just pretty crazy overall. What's up, Indiana? Saying hi, Andrew. Chad just woke up. Good morning. With waters being that warm, how can it not strengthen that much? Yeah, I mean, the only reason that it wouldn't strengthen is if it's not over the water. That's the thing. Despite really warm temperatures out here, if the storm is halfway over land, halfway over water, it might just only be able to sustain itself and not really strengthen. Which that seems most probable right now. If it goes, obviously, the further it goes out to sea, the more water, more surface area it'll have being over the water, which will allow for the system to maybe pick up some heat, maybe pick up some strength. Or if it stays inland, it's just going to do nothing but weaken the entire time. That's kind of the unknown right now, but it does seem most probable that the storm is going to probably do something like this. Go in and then kind of pull up to the northeast. It's probably going to do something like that, more than likely. Uh-oh. We have some unfortunate news to deliver to you guys. Apparently we have 2 lives lost. Oh, no. In Taylor County, Florida, a 38-year-old woman and a 12-year-old boy was killed due to slick roads from the storm. That is not cool at all. Obviously, prayers goes out to their families, dude. That's I hate to see that, man. That is just so sad. They said that was in Taylor County. Let's go and pull up Taylor County here real quickly. Taylor County, Florida. Yeah, that's right around where the storm made landfall at. Man, that's just too bad, dude. Yeah, there's a lot of flash flood warnings out here right now, too. Obviously, the storm right now, we'll go ahead and pull up our close radar here. We'll go ahead and bring up our reflectivity. Yeah, the core is right in here. You can see. Let's go ahead and turn on our little towns here so we can actually see where we're looking. There we go. Yeah, so the storm right now is just southeast of Perry, or the eye, I should say, the center. It's just southeast of Perry, southwest of Mayo, and it's going northeast here. Yeah, that's just too bad, dude. Oh wow, dude, I am right on the edge of a flash flood warning here. Let's see. This is for Polk County. Till 11 a.m. Whoa. Between 6 to 12 inches of rain has already fallen. An additional amount of 2 to 4 inches are possible in the warned area here. That is honestly crazy. Goodness. What's up, Cheese? Say good morning for Kissimmee. Stay safe, everyone. What's up? Hope you're doing good, my friend. Good morning. Wow, dude. That is wild. Let's see. Do we know yet what track Debby will take once it's done with Florida? So yeah, we just talked about that. And more than likely, obviously the storm is going to continue going northeast here, and more than likely it's going to do exactly what the Hurricane Center has the track doing. It seems like that's like the median ground. The storm is just going to kind of go out, maybe slightly go out, and then turn back towards the land, which, like I said, that's not going to have too much time to pick up heat. It's going to have a little bit of strengthening. It does in the forecast. Obviously pulling off here at 50 miles an hour, and just before landfall, getting up to 60. So we're gaining about 10 mile an hour, sustained winds out of the storm, which isn't that much strengthening because mostly it's still going to be over land, partially, which that's just going to allow for the storm to kind of just, stall and not be able to pick up as much heat as it would if it was fully over the water or mostly over the water. Which, yeah, that's that. Let's see, prayers from Connecticut, have family in Dunellen, Florida. I ain't too sure where that's at. Let me take a look and see if they're under any concern for you. I got you, Tracy. Let me look. Let's see here. Florida. Is that spelled right? Dunellen. Yeah, I'm not too sure where that's at. It's not popping up on my map here. But obviously, hopefully everything will go all right with them. Like I said, the worst of it is ongoing right now. Like I said, we're obviously inland now. The storm's core is inland at the moment. We've officially reached landfall. But yeah, like I said, obviously, hope everything's good there. I've been up since 4:30 this morning. Phones keep blasting me with tornado warnings and stuff. Yeah, it's been pretty crazy out there, and especially where I'm at now. It's we're starting to get several bands here, and we even had a tornado warning just shy of where I'm at. Like literally, we had a tornado warning just a couple of minutes down the road, which is kind of crazy. What's up, Asin? Good morning. Yeah, we're getting a lot of reports, though, of inland stations reporting. This was, I think, ASOS reporting a lot of 41 mile-an-hour wind reports out there being reported. Oh, we just lost them, unfortunately. Yeah, but there's a lot of 41 mile-an-hour wind reports coming through the region there. Yeah, some of the heaviest winds are actually out there, probably by Mayo and Brantford right now. Let's go and see if we have any buoys. Yeah, I want to see if we have any buoys available. That's going to be interesting. Today's been worse than yesterday. I agree with that, actually. Yeah, yesterday I thought it was going to be the heaviest, but no, it actually turned out today to be the worst where I'm at. Yeah. Let's see here. We're going to pull up some buoys. See if we have any off the coast here we can look at. We do have one. It does have camp. Whoa, look at that. Wow. Wave height, almost 10 foot. Yeah, those clouds don't look too nice. 33 mile per hour wind gusts. Nothing super wild, but still pretty gusty, of course. Yeah, that one's out of service. Yeah, not too many buoys available. Once we get up towards the Carolina coast, though, with more coverage here, yeah, it's starting to get a little cloudy out there already. But yeah, once we get to coverage for these areas here, we'll have some pretty good buoys, it looks like. My radio just jump scared me. It's a special marine warning. Where is that for? Special marine warning. I haven't got it yet. Are you near me? Unless it's somewhere else that I'm just not seeing. Oh, are you up here towards Illinois or something? Or you? Oh, this might be it actually, based off your name. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and hop back to the surges real quickly. I want to go ahead and mention those with you guys. Oh, New York, gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the storm surge map. So this is latest. This is the latest view regarding our storm surges. Like I said, we have had a pretty good amount of surges, going on out there. Right at the landfall point, we are expecting around 6 to 10 foot of storm surge. Obviously, things are already picking off out here. Yeah, 6 to 10 foot of storm surge out there. is definitely no joke. It's a big problem. And of course, across a lot of the western Big Bend, we're ranging between 3 to 6 foot storm surge out between these regions here, and then throughout the west central coast of Florida towards Tampa Bay, around 3 to 5 foot. With the eastern portions of the Big Bend being right around 4 to 6 overall. So, and of course 1 to 3 out there towards Charlotte Harbor, and of course we have 2 to 4 out there already set for central and southern South Carolina, as well as coastal Georgia overall. So that is the latest surges. Rainfall projections right now. This is the latest update that we have available. This was this was just created. Let's see here. Holy cow, dude! Yeah, this was just created at 8 o'clock. This is a brand new map. Not much has changed, honestly. Not really. I mean, even still for me, we're still ranging between 4 and 6 inches expected here overall, which is pretty wild. Obviously, Charleston, like Savannah area here, we are expecting around 20 to 30 inches of rainfall, which is just absolutely incredible. Yeah, just absolutely crazy to see that much rainfall anywhere. That's going to cause some nasty problems. Then speaking of rainfall, we do have a high risk of flooding all the way down there from basically eastern panhandle of Florida, going through southeast Georgia, south portions here of South Carolina, and southern North Carolina overall. Got those hurricane warnings still in effect. We got tropical storm warnings in effect here as well for Georgia's coast, actually even coastal areas by Jacksonville, as well as like central and southern South Carolina's coast. These are basically, these are tropical storm warnings where tropical storm conditions is expected overall. Wind speed probabilities, yeah, pretty high. Tropical storm force, hurricane force wind probabilities, pretty low. See, I always love living in Central Florida. We really don't get that bad with hurricanes. I mean, they're interesting. We definitely get some interesting events with hurricanes, of course. I mean, it can get pretty crazy sometimes in central places. Obviously not with storm surge, but regarding winds and rain and everything like that. Yeah, of course. That's something that the central Florida can still experience. It's still strong winds and still, of course, overall, just a lot of rain. Which, yeah, rain has been no exception out of this storm here. This has been quite a wild storm regarding rainfall for us. I mean, it's been just pouring rain for literally days at this point. It's been pretty crazy. If the storm changes its path, wonder how the rain amounts will change. Probably not much. I mean, we'll see, of course. The more the longer it sits over an area, obviously the more rain you can accumulate, because it's not moving out of your region. So yeah, definitely interesting. Yeah, look at the satellite view in the bottom right, y'all. You see that? That's pretty. See the sunrise come up. Yeah, she's a pretty big storm, actually. I mean, just look at the size of that thing. I think it's a pretty big storm overall. Conditions look like they're improving out by the Everglades right now. Not as crazy out there as it is further up north. Yeah. Key West here, not a whole lot of storm activity. It's pretty quiet. But yeah, once you go like Cape Coral, Naples, and north, that's whenever the activity is still pretty crazy. Like out by where I'm at, like Lakeland area, it's still, still coming down pretty good every once in a while. We still got these bands here, these squalls that we're still kind of going through. Yeah, from here on out, she's going to continue northeast, and then it's like a big old bubble. It's like, what's going to happen after that? It's still a little unknown, but yeah, more than likely it's going to be hugging the coast maybe sustaining itself, if not slightly strengthening. But yeah, slowing down dramatically, which will allow for the storm to, you know, basically, you know, still cause a lot of rain out there. That's going to be the main problem overall. Oh, let me see here, y'all. But yeah. Let's go and see if we have any live cameras. Kind of curious. Get some live cams up in here. I know Florida has some good cameras. Ooh. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to edit my scene here real quickly. Give me 1 second. We're going to open up 2 views here. I am going to work on something real quickly. Bear with me for a moment. We're going to get some live camera up here for y'all. Let's see. We're going to put those... I'm going to replace the radar image. One second, y'all. Bear with me for a moment. Yeah, this is going to be pretty nice. We'll have some live camera feed for y'all. There we go. Nice. Okay, so we're going to bring a live camera from the Landfall site here. Coming up right now. There you go. Perfect. So yeah, this is the live feed from the Landfall area. This is a camera that's located towards Horseshoe Beach, maybe a little bit north. Let's see where that's at. No, that's like north. Yeah, that's northeast of Horseshoe Beach here.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Oh, Indiana. What? Oh, never mind. Florida. Orange. Oh, shoot. That's for Orlando. Or Orlando's county. That. Oh, man. I might need to warn my girlfriend about that if she's in it. Here, let me go and bring up another camera real quickly. Oh, buddy. Yeah, where's that for? Hasn't popped up yet. Let me bring up tornado warnings here. Oh, wrong one. Okay, that's not quite for my girlfriend, but yeah, she's close. Well, yeah, so that's out there northwest of Kissimmee. That's out there towards Lake Butler, Bait Hill, Oakland, Winter Garden, Windermere. Yeah, you guys are under a tornado warning now. I'm going to bring up my close radar here. We're going to pull up KMLB. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there you go. Bit of rotation right in there. That is tracking northeast, heading right for Summerport Beach near Orlando. Just outside of that warning, should I take shelter? No. No, if you're not in the polygon, then you don't need to take shelter. Or if you're in the polygon, you need to. If you're not, you don't need to. Yeah, look on that camera, dude. All that stuff to the left-hand side. Y'all see that? A lot of downed branches and leaves, maybe. Let's see, we're going to pull up another camera. We're going to go a little bit more towards Perry. This is pulling up a camera towards Perry, Florida, which is in the northwestern side of the storm, basically. Wow. You know what? I remember this camera. I remember this camera, you guys, from last year when we covered, was it Dahlia? I remember this specific camera, the spotlight camera. Oh my gosh, dude. I literally remember this camera. I didn't know it was in Perry. Here, let me try another one. I remember there was a Hardy's camera. Let's see if we can find it. Man, dude. Is that it? No, that's McDonald's camera. Not a sponsor, by the way. Where is that now? I don't know if they took it down or not. There's Old Town. That's one we were just looking at. Man, dude, but I do remember that camera, though. Let's try one of these guys. Maybe it's one of them. Okay. Alright, whatever. Yeah, let's just look at one of these cameras here. We're going to pull this guy up. Alright, let's see. I'm under the tornado warning. I'm going to go get in some shelter now. Yep, do it, man. Yeah, like I said, we got a tornado warning that just got issued for, like, southwest Orlando. This is out there by Lake Butler and Bay Hill. Lake Butler, Bay Hill area. Out there by Horizon West. Also including Winter Garden. Let's see here. Walt Disney Resort. Oh, Disney World. Yeah, Disney World's on that, right? Isn't that Walt Disney World? Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, so Disney World's in the tornado warning here. This is just heading towards Lake. Yeah, this is going right towards Lake Butler, Florida, and Summerport Beach. Let's see here. What's the tornado threat for eastern Georgia? Let me pull it up real quick. I think we got a 5%, if I ain't mistaken. Let's see. Yeah, so we have that 5% going all the way through eastern Georgia into southern South Carolina towards Charleston. It's hard to see because the red polygon, but that's it. Black Label says, I remember that camera too. It was my first time watching your channel. Awesome channel. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Black Label. I appreciate it. Yeah, you remember exactly what I was talking about. That traffic light cam. So we meet again. For similar things. Although, obviously, Adalia was a bit worse, of course. Let's see here. We'll let him bring up that camera again, though. The traffic light cam. This guy right here. Yeah, I remember watching the cameras from Adalia, and it was showing the power went out. Remember that? And there was a U-Haul or something. Yeah, that was back when I lived in Kentucky. That's crazy. Time sure flies, man, I tell you. Here, we're gonna overlay this too. Yeah, once again, Bay Lake, Bay Hill, Windermere, Gotha, Oki, and Orlo Vista, Winter Garden as well. I was literally at Disney the past weekend. Yeah, that includes Disney. The tornado warning there. We're gonna open up a new radar. I have that one set for my local KTBW. This is Tampa's radar. We're gonna pull another one up here though. The one towards Orlando. Get a good view of that storm there. That's our best option, radar-wise. Man, that storm's a beast, though. Can't get over that visible satellite view. Let's see, velocity. Oh yeah, so rotation's out there southwest of Windermere, west of Bay Hill. No debris signatures as of now, so no confirmation of a tornado on the ground yet. I still need you in your shelters out there. Bay Lake, Bay Hill, Windermere, Gotha, Orla Vista, Winter Garden, Bay Hill, and Dr. Phillips. Interesting. But yeah, that's for Orange County. That's the same county as Orlando, but it's not for the heart of Orlando. But it's so this is obviously Orlando. This is for like southwest Orlando. So that's where the warning's at there. Honestly, it looks like that rotation might be weakening a bit. Let me turn to a terminal radar. We got MCO's terminal radar here. Yeah, it doesn't look like much, honestly. Terminal radar isn't showing too much. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, both radars isn't showing as much rotation as there was previously. That could be some good news. Let's see here. Scattered severe storms possible in my area in the next 24 hours. Wasn't aware of that. I wonder when our next update's going to be. Hold on 1 minute, y'all. We're going to pull up Hurricane Center real quickly. So last update was at 8 a.m. They update every 3 hours, I think. I want to say it's sooner with ongoing landfall. So hopefully soon we'll get a new position update. Last update was about an hour ago, so. Surges, so yeah, we'll go over this real quickly once again, y'all. So surges out there where landfall is occurring for the Big Bend of Florida, 6 to 10 foot of storm surge. We do have introduction of 2 to 4 foot possible out there by Georgia's coast, and central and southern South Carolina's coast too. By the Charlotte Harbor, 1 to 3 foot of storm surge. Tampa Bay, 3 to 5. Out there by the western Big Bend, ranging between 3 to 6 foot of storm surge overall. So that is what we're standing here. Apparently, we got some storms popping up in Indiana, Illinois. Here, let's take a quick moment here. We're gonna hop over to pull back up our camera real quickly. But we're gonna hop over to the north real quick. Let's see what's going on up here. Oh yeah, we got a 5% tornado risk. That's right. Yeah, we do got ourselves a 5% risk for northeast Iowa today, southeastern Minnesota, southwest Wisconsin. As in it's Big Bend, not Big Ben. Big Bend with a D. B-E-N-D. Bend. Yeah, let's go and turn on those severe warnings too. Go ahead and have those up and running. Oh yeah, that's just shy of Chicago actually. We got a couple severes going on right now. Nothing serious though, nothing super crazy. Just 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Still got 8 minutes on that tornado warning there. No, but it's called the Big Bend, as in because, see Florida, how it bends? There you go. Big Bend of Florida. The Big Bend. Yeah, and the storm made landfall. Where's this? Last time this buoy updated here, this was, what is that? November 21st. of 2023 was the last time that buoy updated. It's a little outdated. They might have removed it, or it's just broken or something. Who knows? You know, we're probably already starting to feel a little bit of swelling out there by Georgia's coast, I ain't gonna lie. I was watching weather in, said Big Bend. I was so confused. Yeah, Big Bend is the turning of Florida's, basically the transition from the Panhandle to the peninsula. Like all of this here, this is all the peninsula. And then this is just like the Panhandle. Which this part's obviously not a peninsula, but this part is. Doesn't look too crazy on that camera out there, by the way. So we're gonna try Interstate 10. It's not super far from Interstate 10. Let's try this one here. Oh, holy cow. Okay, that camera is a little shaky. Goodness, look at that. That's a little shaky. It's a little windy out there. Just a tad. That's honestly kind of crazy. Yeah, so that's out there by Interstate 10. That's near Live Oak. Definitely a little windy. See, my main concern, y'all, is obviously for how much rain we've been getting out of this storm here. You know, what it ends up doing is it like loosens up the ground. And of course, you know, even lighter winds can, you know, knock over these trees because basically the ground gets so saturated and becomes so loose that the trees can just easily fall over. Even if they're healthy trees, you know, that's the thing. They can be uprooted. Even if they're like really healthy trees, I mean, they can still be knocked over from, you know, just the water being so saturated, or sorry, the ground being so saturated. That is one of the things here. Let me go ahead and bring up my weather station real quickly. Definitely still a little windy outside. Oh wow. We almost had an 18-mile-an-hour wind gust here. This is my weather station data here. We had an 18-mile-per-hour wind gust where I'm at. Pressure's rising, so the cyclone is going away from me, obviously, at this point. Looks like our lowest pressure dropped down to, was that 1,008 millibars? Wow. So my station got down to 1,008 millibars. Look at these dips, y'all. You see that? Those are bands. Those are those rain bands we get. Let's see here. Yeah, we've had, since 0 Zulu yesterday, we've had over 4 inches of rainfall. Right now the winds are northwesterly, so around 4 miles an hour. Yeah, all these little pink things, these are all wind gusts. That's crazy, though, honestly. Yeah, we recently had that wind gust right there, up to 18 miles an hour. Not anything super crazy, but pretty windy still. Pretty windy. Let's see, possible rotation south of Celebration. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna pull up our other radar here. Hold on. Gotta get rid of the background here. That might be something trying to develop near Haines City. Right in there. That could be something to watch. Yeah, we got some big old flash flood warnings in effect. Look at that one. It goes all the way down to Northport, through Tampa, through Lakeland. Yeah, just rides up the coast here. Gonna pull up another radar here, y'all. Computer's not liking me too much. All these processes I'm running here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, look at those barbs. These ones are pointing south. These ones are pointing northeast. This one's pointing kind of southwest. See, that's kind of obviously turning counterclockwise. Velocity. I'm going to do something interesting here. I'm going to cross-section the core. Oh, wow. Look at that. It's a volumetric scan of the eye. You can see some of those bands there. Goodness. Yeah, it looks like it's getting a little interesting out there by New Bern, towards Falmouth. We got some heavy precip out there. Yeah, if you look at the infrared too. Oh wow, yeah, look at that. Look at infrared above me. Look at that big burst there. Ooh, that, my friends, is probably causing some pretty gusty winds, I'd have to imagine. See if I have any cameras out there. Matter of fact, I think that's where this camera is at, if I'm not mistaken. This one's out there. Yeah. Yeah. That's our closest camera we got to it. Okay. Well, let's just keep that one up then. Man. Is there rotation by celebration? I didn't see any. Oh, this right here. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, the other radar just didn't pick it up. This radar does. Yeah, a little bit of rotation there. Huh. See, I have a gut feeling that this isn't going to weaken too much before getting back out in the Atlantic. Oh, it's going to weaken quite a bit. No hurricane can really withstand going over land. It's just not how they're made. And so it's bound to weaken. It just looks like it has a decent structure right now because it was literally just over water, and now it's over land. So it's going to take some time. I mean, this thing literally made landfall, like, what, 2 hours ago? Goodness. Alrighty. Y'all, I'm probably gonna take a break here for a minute. Let's see, we're gonna hop over. Let's go ahead and hide this real quickly. Y'all like my background wallpaper? But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do this real quickly. Bring y'all over here. Okay. All right, y'all. We're gonna take a 15-minute break here. I'm gonna keep up the screen, everything like that. Let me do something before we roll off here. See here. 1 second. Here we go. Alright, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to pull up a radio. Tallahassee, maybe. Nice. Just static. Beautiful. That's what we like to hear. But Largo. Maybe.
High tide Monday at 2:51 p.m. Low tide Monday at 10:21 p.m.
All right, y'all. We'll be right back.
High tide Tuesday at 4:59 a.m.
Give me like 15 minutes.
A storm surge warning remains in effect, and the tropical storm warning remains in effect for the following counties: in Florida, coastal Citrus, coastal Hernando, coastal Hillsborough, coastal Manatee, coastal Pasco, and Pinellas. The National Weather Service has issued Tornado Watch number 596, effective until 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. This watch includes the following counties: in Florida, Hillsborough, Pasco, and Pinellas, and the following marine locations: Tampa Bay waters, coastal waters from Tarpon Springs to Swanee River out 20 nautical miles, and coastal waters from Englewood to Tarpon Springs out 20 nautical miles. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. Repeating, Tornado Watch number 596 has been issued until 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following counties: in Florida, Hillsborough, Pasco, and Pinellas, and the following marine locations: Tampa Bay waters, coastal waters from Tarpon Springs to Swanee River out 20 nautical miles, and coastal waters from Englewood to Tarpon Springs out 20 nautical miles. The tropical weather outlook issued by the National Hurricane Center in Miami. Issued at 7:28 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. For the North Atlantic, Caribbean Sea, and the Gulf of Mexico, active systems, the National Hurricane Center is issuing advisories on Hurricane Debby, centered inland near the Florida Big Bend. East of the Windward Islands, showers and thunderstorms associated with a tropical wave located near the Windward Islands have decreased and become less organized since yesterday. Any development of this system should be slow to occur during the next couple of days while the system moves westward over the eastern Caribbean Sea. Environmental conditions are expected to become more conducive for development later this week as the system moves across the western Caribbean Sea over the southern Gulf of Mexico. Formation chance through 48 hours, low, 10%. Formation chance through 7 days, low, 30%. This is a tropical weather bulletin from the National Hurricane Center. Issued at 7:54 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, over 1200 UTC, the center of Hurricane Debby was located near latitude 29.9 north, longitude 83.4 west. About 243 miles, 392 kilometers north-northwest of Fort Myers, Florida. About 146 miles, 235 kilometers north-northwest of Tampa, Florida. Debby is moving toward the north-northeast near 10 miles an hour, 17 kilometers per hour. A gradual decrease in forward speed with a turn toward the northeast and east is expected later today and Tuesday. On the forecast track, the center will slowly across northern Florida and southern Georgia today and Tuesday, and be near the Georgia coast by Tuesday night. Maximum sustained winds have decreased to near 75 miles an hour, 120 kilometers per hour with higher gusts. Additional weakening is expected as Debby moves over land today and tonight. Hurricane force winds extend outward up to 25 miles, 35 kilometers from the center, and tropical storm force winds extend outward up to 140 miles, 220 kilometers. A wind gust to 62 miles an hour, 100 kilometers per hour was reported at Madison County High School within the last hour. The estimated minimum central pressure is 979 millibars, 28.91 inches. Your coastal waters forecast for the following marine location: Tampa Bay waters. issued at 5:23 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Tornado Watch 595 in effect until 6 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time early this morning. Tropical storm warning in effect. Today, tropical storm conditions possible. Southwest winds 25 to 30 knots with gusts up to 40 knots. Waves 2 to 4 feet. Bay and inland waters very rough. Widespread showers with isolated thunderstorms. Tonight, tropical storm conditions possible. Southwest winds 20 to 25 knots with gusts up to 35 knots. Waves 2 to 3 feet. Bay and inland waters rough. Scattered thunderstorms. Widespread showers. Tuesday, southwest winds 20 to 25 knots, becoming west 15 to 20 knots in the afternoon. Waves 2 to 3 feet. Bay and inland waters rough. Widespread showers and scattered thunderstorms. Tuesday night, west winds 15 to 20 knots with gusts up to 30 knots. Bay and inland waters choppy. Scattered thunderstorms. Widespread showers until early morning, then scattered showers late. Wednesday, west winds 15 to 20 knots with gusts up to 25 knots. Bay and inland waters choppy. Numerous showers and scattered thunderstorms. Wednesday night, west winds 15 to 20 knots, diminishing to 10 to 15 knots after midnight. Bay and inland waters choppy. Scattered thunderstorms. Numerous showers early in the evening, then scattered showers in the late evening and overnight. Thursday, southwest winds 10 to 15 knots with gusts up to 20 knots. Bay and inland waters a moderate chop. Scattered thunderstorms. Scattered showers until late afternoon, then numerous showers late. Thursday night, southwest winds 10 to 15 knots with gusts up to 20 knots. Bay and inland waters a moderate chop. Scattered showers and thunderstorms until early morning, then isolated showers and thunderstorms late. Friday, southwest winds 10 to 15 knots with gusts up to 20 knots. Bay and inland waters a moderate chop. Scattered thunderstorms. Scattered showers in the morning, then numerous showers in the afternoon. Winds and waves higher and near thunderstorms. This is NOAA Marine Weather Radio KEC 38, operating at a frequency of 162.450 megahertz. The tower for KEC 38 is located in Largo in Pinellas County and serves the waters of Tampa Bay and the surrounding Gulf of Mexico. This radio is sponsored by NOAA Fisheries, with programming originating from the National Weather Service Office in Ruskin. The station provides warning alerts for Hillsborough, Pinellas, and Pasco counties. Your coastal waters forecast for the following marine location: coastal waters from Englewood to Tarpon Springs out 20 nautical miles. Issued at 5:23 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Tornado Watch 595 in effect until 6 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time early this morning. Tropical storm warning in effect. Today, tropical storm conditions possible. Southwest winds 25 to 30 knots with gusts up to 40 knots. Seas 9 to 12 feet, occasionally to 15 feet. Wave detail, southwest 11 feet at 8 seconds and west 3 feet at 8 seconds. Bay and inland waters very rough. Widespread showers with isolated thunderstorms. Tonight, tropical storm conditions possible. Southwest winds 25 to 30 knots, diminishing to 20 to 25 knots after midnight. Seas 7 to 10 feet, occasionally to 13 feet. Wave detail, southwest 9 feet at 7 seconds. Bay and inland waters very rough. Scattered thunderstorms. Widespread showers. Tuesday, west winds 20 to 25 knots with gusts up to 35 knots. Seas 5 to 7 feet, occasionally to 9 feet. Wave detail, southwest 7 feet at 7 seconds. Bay and inland waters rough. Widespread showers and scattered thunderstorms. Tuesday night, west winds 20 to 25 knots, diminishing to 15 to 20 knots after midnight. Seas 4 to 6 feet, occasionally to 8 feet. Wave detail, southwest 6 feet at 6 seconds. Bay and inland waters rough. Scattered thunderstorms. Widespread showers. Wednesday, west winds 15 to 20 knots with gusts up to 30 knots. Seas 4 to 5 feet, occasionally to 6 feet. Wave detail, southwest 5 feet at 6 seconds. Bay and inland waters choppy. Scattered thunderstorms. Numerous showers until late afternoon, then scattered showers late. Wednesday night, west winds 15 to 20 knots, diminishing to 10 to 15 knots after midnight. Seas 3 to 5 feet, occasionally to 6 feet. Wave detail, west 4 feet at 6 seconds. Bay and inland waters choppy. Scattered showers and thunderstorms. Thursday, west winds 10 to 15 knots with gusts up to 25 knots. Seas 3 to 4 feet, occasionally to 5 feet. Bay and inland waters a moderate chop. Scattered showers and thunderstorms. Thursday night, southwest winds 10 to 15 knots with gusts up to 20 knots. Seas 3 to 4 feet, occasionally to 5 feet. Bay and inland waters a moderate chop. Scattered showers and thunderstorms. Friday, southwest winds 10 to 15 knots with gusts up to 20 knots. Seas 3 to 4 feet, occasionally to 5 feet. Bay and inland waters a moderate chop. Scattered showers and thunderstorms. Winds and seas higher and near thunderstorms. Your coastal waters forecast for the following marine location. Coastal waters from Englewood to Tarpon Springs out 20 to 60 nautical miles.
Alrighty, guys, we are back here. Hope everyone is doing well. Glad to have you guys here. We're going to go ahead and turn back on our camera, and we're going to get ready to get rid of, we're going to hide this for now. But what's up, guys? Hope everyone's doing well. Glad to have y'all here. Let's go ahead and transition. So I do got a storm chaser. His name is Omar Gonzalez. He is currently chasing right now. We have live feed coming up for you guys. Oh, hold on. I need to add this. There we go. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Had to get that up and running. But anyways, y'all. Hope you guys are doing good. Welcome, welcome. Hope everyone is doing well. So, like I said, yeah, we are currently in progress of landfall here. We are currently underway. So we're gonna keep on watching this here with you guys for a little bit. Like I said, obviously the worst is currently going through. I just talked to Omar. He's actually going away from the worst of it. He's already been through Perry this morning. Whenever it made landfall, he's actually heading back right now. But he's still going to be going through some of the bands and all that stuff. So we're going to have live views coming in from Omar. So go ahead and check him out on Twitter. He is put the tag and everything like that in the obviously there in the bottom left of his little panel up in the top right. So you guys can check him out. But anyways, y'all, but like I said, yeah, so currently the storm, as of the last update here, we are sustained at 75 miles per hour. Central low is down to 979 millibars. Pressure is going to obviously be increasing over the next couple of hours as the storm continues pushing inland. By later on this afternoon, by right around 2 o'clock p.m., we are going to see... we are going to be basically seeing the storm here now under hurricane strength with sustained winds around 65. That's going to be happening later on today. So we'll definitely be watching that. Let's go ahead and actually get rid of the weather radio here. We don't really need that anymore. But yeah, like I was saying, later on this afternoon, we're going to have the storm downgraded to a tropical storm here. Sustained winds expected right around 2 p.m. Eastern to be right around 65 miles per hour with gusts getting up to right around 75. Storm motion will be to the northeast. Now, we are expecting the storm to start to slow down once it works its way up there towards... oh, that's weird. Y'all see that? That's really weird. Anyways, but yeah, we are expecting the storm to be downgraded to a... like I said, downgraded to a tropical storm here later on this afternoon overall. And of course, this thing will continue to the northeast here by tomorrow morning, or around 2 a.m. tomorrow morning. This thing's going to be still a tropical storm, kind of a lower end tropical storm, sustained winds of 50 miles per hour. Obviously, higher gusts up to 65 possible overall. And like I said, obviously out there towards Eastern Georgia, we are going to have the thing, go back over land, go back over the water here, right around 2 p.m. Eastern time for the 6th. So for tomorrow, being Tuesday, right around that time, we're going to be right around 50 miles per hour. Matter of fact, it's not going to weaken too much once it goes from Georgia to the Georgia coast. It's going to be right around 50 mile an hour sustained, according to the Hurricane Center. Maximum wind gusts up to 65. Then it's forecasted, so this is where there's a little bit of uncertainty overall. This is where there is a little bit of uncertainty going on here. Whenever it comes, here, we're going to go ahead and bring this over here. So whenever it comes to the next path of the storm here, we are going to be seeing, the storm more than likely go back out there towards the Carolina coast, or kind of shift out to sea and then kind of pull back towards the coast. More than likely, that's what's going to end up happening here. We're still not sure how long the storm's going to be over the water for. Obviously, the longer the storm is over the water and the more it's over the water, the more potential of strengthening it could have, because the sea surface temperatures are supportive of rapid development, as well as, obviously, whenever it comes to wind shear, there's really, like I said, the storm's going to stall, so there's no wind shear overall. So that's going to be good for the storm. A good amount of moisture still in the storm. I mean, this thing has tons and tons of moisture, as we can obviously tell by all the rain we're getting. So, yeah, I mean, between that, the amount of all the precipitation, all the moisture that's in the atmosphere, the high surface temperatures of the ocean just off the coast, and all that stuff, that's going to contribute to some development, some more strengthening, if it can go back out to sea for the most part overall. So that's what we got going on there. But anyways, so then of course it'll continue to go through. It'll pull up to the north here overall. And we are expecting the storm here to start moving to the north here right around the morning of the 8th overall. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, I had the right Omar here. Anyways, so like I said, whenever it comes to it, that's kind of when we are expecting, the storm to start heading back in towards land here. Is going to be right around, like I said, the morning of the 8th, which obviously right now, today's the 5th, so that'll be right around the Thursday commute. Overall, is whenever that it'll start to roll back inland. Like I said, the main concern isn't necessarily going to be the winds for these areas. Now, obviously, winds is going to be a contributing thing, but whenever it comes to it, the main thing is obviously going to be rainfall. We are expecting a lot of rain out of this storm here. Let's see here. Tom says, Andrew, I'm in upstate South Carolina, basically Charlotte. Will this be a coastal event or a far inland in Charlotte? So, Tom, the main thing we were just talking about is actually going to be, the threat out there for rainfall. That's going to be one of the main problems here. We're going to go ahead and bring this up for you guys so you guys can see it. I just had let's see here. Anyways, so we're going to bring up the Hurricane Center page here. We're going to take a look at that. So the main thing for you, my friend, is going to be rain. Like I said, we're expecting a lot of rain out of this guy. Due to its stalling, due to it slowing down and all that stuff, like I said, it's going to be pretty, it's going to be pretty rainfall filled. So you said you're out there by Charlotte. So Charlotte, let's see here. So Charlotte, North Carolina. Sorry, is that North Carolina or South Carolina? Hold on, let me pull this up, make sure. Let's see here. Charlotte, South Carolina. Is there even a Charlotte, South Carolina? Are you talking about North Carolina, Tom? I'm sorry. Well, anyway, Charlotte, North Carolina. Still going to see a good amount of rain out there. 4 to 6 inches of rainfall across the yellow here, across the first shade of orange here, kind of like the in between yellowish orange color here. We're going to be, right around 6 to 8 inches overall. Then 8 to 12 out there towards the orange, which includes areas near Jacksonville, Florida, and of course 12 to 16. That's where we really start to get some nasty rainfall, over a foot potentially. And that's going to be out there towards the red, including Wilmington, North Carolina. And, of course, we start to get a little worse out there towards Savannah, possibly 16 to 20 inches overall. It's certainly going to be pretty interesting overall. Let's see. Tom says Rock Hill. Gotcha. Let's see here. Rock Hill, South Carolina. Okay, yeah, so you're basically near Charlotte, North Carolina. Gotcha. So, when it comes to it, you're going to be right around the 4 to 6 inch rain mark, which obviously the worst of it's going to be towards the coast, of course. But you're still expected to see a good amount of rainfall out there. So that is overall kind of what we're seeing here. Let's see, we're going to hop over to surges. So, surges, here's another thing I want to go over with you guys. So obviously we have rainfall being a bit of a problem, but like I said, also in terms of water, we got 6 to 10 foot of storm surge out there where the landfall point is. Obviously the storm's already made landfall at this point in time. It's continually pushing in, but yeah, we're seeing around 6 to 10 foot of storm surge out there, which is pretty crazy. I don't know if we have any cameras available out there. Let me look. I know sometimes there's some surge cameras that we can pull up here. I don't know if they have any activated or not. Sometimes we can. Let's see here. Sometimes we can. I don't think we can pull these ones up here. Let's see. Tom, thank you so much, dude. Category 1 club for 1 month, saying thank you, Andrew. You're welcome, man. No problem. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Tom. That is very, very sweet of you. And by the way, guys, if you probably haven't told, we do have a storm chaser up in the top right. This is Omar. He is a good dude. Go ahead and check him out. He is storm chasing. He's currently up. I think he told me where he was at just a little bit ago. He says he's 20 miles southwest of Gainesville, Florida. So he's out somewhere in here where the tornado threat is. And he's actually heading back home. So, but yeah, he's going further away from the core. Obviously, the worst of the storm is already been happening, and from here on out is basically weakening. But yeah, so he's heading back home. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, he's out there kind of in this region overall. You can see where he's at. He's getting some pretty good rain right now. Let's actually take a look at the radar out where he's at. I'm pretty sure he's getting caught up in some of those. See, like some of these bands here. So he's probably in one of these bands coming through. Interesting. Yeah, as you can see now out there towards like west central Florida, it's just a bunch of scattered storms all over the place. Just a bunch of these bands kicking off here. So yeah, that's certainly it ain't over yet for us over here. It's still not over. We still got a bit to go on the storm here, of course, and the main of it is still yet to happen. Honestly, like I said, regarding the flooding and everything like that, we still have a lot of flooding ahead of us. Especially out there for the Carolinas. I mean, it's just going to get utterly ridiculous overall. And once again, like I said, y'all, for the people who's just now joining us, the latest info on the rainfall situation we have going here, like I was mentioning, areas out there towards, like I was saying, areas out there towards like Charleston, South Carolina, just slightly northeast here of Savannah. We are talking around 20 to 30 inches of rainfall out there, which is just ridiculous overall. So that's one of the things that's the main issue, of course, is the rainfall. We are expecting a really good amount of rainfall. Like I said, 20 to 30 inches of rain overall expected in general. Now, like I said, whenever it comes to it, Wilmington, North Carolina, we are expecting still a lot of rain, 12 to 16 inches. Out there towards Jacksonville, Florida, we are expecting it right around 8 to 12 inches expected. Tallahassee, Florida, right around 4 to 6. Orlando, 2 to 4. Miami is pretty much done with rain. Tampa area, 4 to 6 could still be seen out there. James says, has it made landfall yet? Yes, it has made landfall. It's made landfall a couple hours ago, which you can see if I go ahead and bring it up the latest. Let's actually bring up the Tallahassee radar. It might be a little better. So there's your core. That red line you see here, that's your coast. This is the center of the storm. So yeah, we've already pushed inland. At this point in time, we have already pushed inland here. But yeah. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna head on back over here. So in terms of flooding, like I was talking about, we actually do have a high risk for flooding out there. It's a really big issue. All the way from, like I said, from basically the landfall area here in the Big Bend of Florida, going all the way up through southeastern Georgia, throughout portions of central southern South Carolina and southern North Carolina. At least a 70% chance of, flooding is expected out there. Like I said, if you're in this region here, certainly be prepared for flooding, as it's going to be a big problem overall. I mean, even for the moderate areas, it's at least a 40% chance for flooding. It's still a really good shot for flooding. All the way from like Tampa Bay throughout like central Florida, going up there towards like Jacksonville, Florida, Tallahassee, Augusta, Georgia, Wilmington, North Carolina. We're in that moderate risk for flooding, which that's still a really good shot for flooding overall, and that's going to be bringing a big problem for you guys. Then of course we got the slight risk areas. At least a 15% chance of flooding still possible, and of course across the green, flooding is unlikely, but it can still happen overall. Let's see here. Nothing going on Palm Coast, as Garrett. Gotcha. Let's actually look at Palm Coast here. We're going to pull this up real quickly. Let me see. Palm Coast, Florida. Yeah, so you're on the eastern side of Florida, so it's not going to be as crazy for you guys, considering the storm's on the other coast. It's out there by the Big Bend of Florida, out there by the eastern panhandle. Yeah, I mean, obviously you still have a threat for tornadoes and such, because the wind shear is amplified. Our upper level winds and lower level winds are northeasterlies, which and plus you have all that instability and stuff. On the right hand side, like I said, you have all the instability on the right hand side of that storm, which that's still going to allow for some tornadoes and stuff. Tabletop says, will it be worth leaving Wilmington, North Carolina for the storm? In my opinion, if you're in an area that's prone to flooding, that you can easily get flooded out, yeah, I would recommend going somewhere else. Because, like we mentioned here, for your area, I mean, we're going to see a lot of rain. I mean, Wilmington right now is expected 12 to 16 inches of rainfall. That is a solid amount of rain. That is over a foot expected, which is wild, man. That's just wild. So yeah, if you're in an area that's easily prone to flooding, obviously if you have big issues with flooding and stuff like that, yeah, then obviously I would recommend it. But if not, if you're on a hill, if you're in an area where flooding typically doesn't happen, then you should be good. But just be prepared, regardless, because a lot of rain is expected. James says, has there been any tornado warnings? Yes, we've had a lot of tornado warnings this morning. We've had some confirmed tornadoes from what I've seen as well. It's been pretty active. We actually just had a tornado warning in southwest Orlando a little bit ago. Also had one where I'm at, actually, just slightly to my east, where I used to live, which is like a couple of minutes down the road. There was a tornado warning, and rotation went right over where I used to live, which was pretty crazy, but I don't think it dropped down. I don't think that one happened. That one was for Auburndale, Florida, that we had a little bit ago. So it's certainly been on and off tornadic activity. We're going to take a minute to look at satellite view. So this is a quick little look here at the infrared regarding the storm right now using Mesoscale Floater 2. As you can actually see, we do have a pretty nasty convective burst happening out here towards the northern side of the landfall point, or the northern side of the core of the storm. It's certainly getting pretty crazy out there. We do have some high cold top temperatures out there, which is really showing some heavy thunderstorm activity out in that region. So yeah, I would not be surprised if it's pretty crazy. I mean, also looking at the radar here, let me go get rid of the cone. You guys can see above me here. But if I was to get rid of the cone, which we're going to do right now, you can actually see that there's a lot of orange and red precipitation out there. Now that's showing some moderate to heavy rainfall overall in that region. So yeah, certainly is coming down pretty good out there. Let's see here. But yeah, so yeah, we have had a couple tornado warnings and stuff like that. But yeah, so as of right now, we have no active tornado warnings. All we got going on right now is just a severe thunderstorm warning up for, let's see here, Illinois, which is not really popping up on my end. Did I disable the? Oh no, there it is right there. Just took a minute to pop up. Yeah, south of Chicago got a warning for quarter hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds. That's out there by Minto, Piotone area. Let's see here. I have an idea. I'm going to try something real quickly. I need to pull something up here. See if we can get spotter information here. Hold on a minute. Let me see. There we go. Maybe, maybe not. I'm trying to find. Oh, that's interesting. Here, let me try this, y'all. We're gonna add a place file here on GR2. Should add hurricane tracks. There we go. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, so there we go. Now we got some latest information. Like I said, latest info on the storm here. We are sustained at around 75 miles per hour. And we do got ourselves, obviously higher gusts going on out there. Central low is down to 979 millibars. In terms of wind, I should be fine staying in Wilmington. Yeah, you should be good. I mean, obviously Wilmington is not, directly on the main coast. But yeah, I mean, obviously it'll get pretty windy out there, but regarding strength, it looks like it's just going to kind of remain maybe a mid-tropical storm as it goes out there. It's still up for grabs, though. I mean, we'll see. Definitely need to watch it. Still need to monitor it. Because there could be some upgrades. Could change to be a little stronger. Who knows? Let's see here. But yeah, so once again, everybody, for just now joining us, Landfall has been well underway for a while now. Obviously, the Storm Center is out there right near Mayo and Perry, Florida. That's currently where the core of the storm is pretty much at right now, overall. But yeah, so that's what's going on there. Honestly, like I said, y'all, that is we're basically just going to be pretty much weakening from here on out. The storm's going to be rolling inland and is going to be weakening from here on out. We'll keep on watching this. We'll do another update this evening. But I think for now, you guys, I think we're going to go ahead and conclude this coverage here. We've been live a little over an hour and a half here. And like I said, we went live after it was already making landfall. I woke up a little late. I woke up at like 7 something, and I looked at the radar, and I was like, oh, shoot, it's already made landfall. So it made landfall a little earlier than I thought. But just wanted to hop on here for a little bit with you guys to give y'all some info on it. Once again, y'all, go ahead and check out Omar Gonzalez. He is a good dude. I really appreciate him Go check him out on Twitter or X, storm_chaser_o. Go ahead and check him out. Obviously, it'll be greatly appreciated. I'm sure he'll appreciate that too. Go ahead and I just want to go ahead and give a big thank you to him if he's listening. I appreciate you, dude, for collaborating, and I really do appreciate your feed and obviously being able to help give people a good idea of what's going on out there. So deeply appreciated to you, Omar. If you're listening, thank you, dude. Appreciate it. But all right, y'all. Well, once again, that's going to go and wrap it up. Tabletop, yes, I will go live again later today for an update on the storm. We'll do like a forecast update, everything, and we'll give you a status update and everything like that later on. Not sure when I'm going live next, but we'll go live in a little bit. But all right, guys, y'all take care. Once again, thank you so much, and we'll see you later on. See you later, guys. See ya in the next one.